said before the entire media, which was wrong.
There is no third party.
मैंने कभी किसी का नाम नहीं लिया.
हमारे पास कोई नाम नहीं है, लेकिन अच्छे ऑफिसर की कोई कमी है क्या?
No fourth party.
दिल्ली के अंदर शासन व्यवस्था नाम की कोई चीज नहीं रह गई है. There is no governance.
No fifth party.
Performance of the Delhi government is something that not only we, but the opposition is also acknowledging.
They will not contest election.
हम ये कह रहे हैं कि बीजेपी को तो औकात ही नहीं है कांग्रेस को हराने की.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Politics First. Now, Delhi has always been a power center. Historically, when it was called Indraprastha, it has seen many rulers at its helm, be it the Suri era, the Mughal dynasty, and then the British Empire, and then of course in contemporary times as the seat of power for India. But in 1993, something very interesting happened, something that changed the very dimension of Delhi's politics. From being a union territory, Delhi became a state with its own elections, its own government, and its very own budget, and a distinct kind of politics. In this episode, we will look at how, in recent times, the nature of the fight for Delhi as a state has completely changed. There's now not just the usual political defendant and the usual challenger, but with the entry of a new political outfit, this has become a three-dimensional fight. And many believe that this year's state assembly elections in the capital are going to be a major political battleground.
हम ये कह रहे हैं कि बीजेपी को तो औकात ही नहीं है कांग्रेस को हराने की.
Delhi politics' new entrant and disruptionist politician Arvind Kejriwal seems to know his onions, as he hits out at BJP and claims a stake to the national capital.
इनके पास मैसेज आता है, तो इसका मतलब ये है कि ये गुंडागर्दी चलती रहेगी.
In this election, there is no challenge from anybody.
They are just fooling the people of Delhi. They will not contest election.
The fight is spicier than ever before, as three contrasting personalities take center stage in what promises to be an intriguing battle in the national capital.
BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party, even if it's a new party, they are trying to maintain their clout. They are trying to reach out to people here. Could these three parties make for an interesting election?
I have a very strong intuition. This third party, what you are saying, which is no party, they are just fooling the people of Delhi. They will not contest election. They are B team of BJP.
Compared to the BJP, Aam Aadmi Party, a newly formed party, kind of took over on the protest. It appears BJP is also trying to put forth its sort of protest, but Aam Aadmi Party has been successful. Would you?
I think BJP just follows us. If we go and do a Ghirav on Sonia Gandhi's residence, they do it next day. If we do something today, they would do it next day. I think we are teaching the politics, how the politics should be done to the rest of the party.
जो आम आदमी पार्टी करती है वो भाजपा यानी विजय गोयल फॉलो करते हैं. बीजेपी इज लर्निंग पॉलिटिक्स फ्रॉम आम आदमी पार्टी. मैंने कभी किसी का नाम नहीं लिया. मैं किसी की कभी स्टेज पर भी नहीं गया. हम अपना आंदोलन करते हैं. हम तो इमरजेंसी के अंदर जेल में थे. तब तो लोग कहाँ थे मुझे मालूम नहीं है. जी बलात्कार की जिम्मेदार शीला सरकार. बलात्कार की जिम्मेदार शीला सरकार.
A three-pronged race that has seen the political temperature rise in the streets of the capital, each party jostling for voters' mind space.
Well, there is still time in Delhi elections, but such meetings are on. This is the Bharatiya Janata Party meet. You could see their Delhi party president Vijay Goyal right out there holding a meeting of their cadre, trying to pump them up once again before Delhi goes into election. दिल्ली में कानून व्यवस्था खत्म हो चुकी है. आए दिन बलात्कार, अपहरण, हत्याएं, रेप, मर्डर सब हो रहे हैं जी. और दिल्ली के अंदर शासन व्यवस्था नाम की कोई चीज नहीं रह गई है. देयर इज नो गवर्नेंस. तो हमने राष्ट्रपति से समय मांगा है कि हमारा एक बीजेपी का प्रतिनिधिमंडल उनसे मिलेगा और ये मांग करेगा कि मुख्यमंत्री शीला दीक्षित जी को बर्खास्त किया जाए.
Vijay Goyal is going to defeat Sheila Dikshit. I think it's the most hilarious thing that you can think of. BJP has not been able to defeat Congress for the last 3 elections. This time BJP, Vijay Goyal will defeat. There's only one party that can defeat Sheila Dikshit, that is Aam Aadmi Party.
Sheila Dikshit continues to be the opposition's target, but the Congress banking on her star power to pull them through this time too. son Sandeep Dixit has now intensified campaign across the capital.
जिसको हम लोग एक जमाने में पुनर्वास कॉलोनी या रीसेटलमेंट कॉलोनी कहते थे, लेकिन आज मैं गर्व से कह सकता हूं कि हमारी तिलोकपुरी एक अच्छी, एक बढ़िया और एक विकसित कॉलोनी बनकर उभर कर आई है। और मैं विशेष दिल्ली सरकार का इस बात के लिए भी धन्यवाद देता हूं कि हमारे पुनर्वास कॉलोनी में रहने वाले तमाम लोगों की बहुत दिनों से ये डिमांड थी कि अभी तक आप लोगों ने हमको यहां रहने का तो अधिकार दिया था, लेकिन इस जमीन को, इस घर को हम अपना नहीं कह पाते थे। तो दिल्ली सरकार ने जो हमारे पुनर्वास कॉलोनी में रहने वाले भाई बहनों को जो मालिकाना हक दिया है, उसके लिए मैं उसका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूं।
How is the CM doing? Because you know she has been in and out of hospitals.
Yes,
what are the health concerns? Is she fit enough to take on the
In fact,
election?
that's why she went in. You know, she's been actually having this cough and cold problem for almost a year. And we, as family members, we've been telling her to get herself examined, something she ignored, which is why it built up, and therefore she had to have a, very long sinus operation. I'm sure another week, 10 days, she'll be fighting fit. In any case, I think she's somebody who's always been like this. I mean, even at 75, I think she works more than most of us. So I'm sure she'll get well. I think she's, one of the star campaigners, and she will lead the campaign and whatever responsibilities given to her.
While the Congress and BJP sticks to tried and tested ground politics, Aam Aadmi Party's polity revolves around the shoot and scoot theory.
Now this is the Deputy Chairman Hall of the Constitution Club, where a press conference by Arvind Kejriwal is expected to begin in just a short moment from now. You can see a whole lot of media contingent which is present here. Arvind Kejriwal and his tone and tenor has become very Delhi-centric. He talks about Delhi politics, and many would argue that he's perhaps breaking the law. He's talking about breaking the law by fixing those. Okay, even as we speak, Arvind Kejriwal is right here. Let's quickly come in. Let's quickly catch hold of him. Let's try to find out what he actually thinks. क्या हाल है मनीष जी? अरविंद जी नमस्कार। आज क्या करने वाले हैं प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में?
अभी इसके आगे क्या करना है?
अगली स्ट्रैटेजी खत्म हो गया आंदोलन या अभी और आगे जाने वाला?
आंदोलन कैसे खत्म हो सकता है जब तक सुरक्षा नहीं मिलेगी?
Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party members are ready for a press conference. Earlier in the day, the Delhi Police Commissioner has refused to resign over the rape of a 5-year-old. This is expected to form the bedrock of his press conference.
But Prashant ji, Arvind ji, what is the objective of raising these issues now? Are you trying to build up a case? Are you trying to build up a case for the resignation of the Delhi Police Commissioner?
He said before the entire media, which was wrong. Subsequently, the court has said that he died of heart attack. He is not, and they exonerated. How can you have a police commissioner who is trying to frame people? If Neeraj Kumar is removed, if such a tainted person is removed, if such a corrupt person is removed, and we have a good police commissioner, certainly it will solve it.
Would Neeraj Kumar's resignation solve the problem? It will not solve the problem if the government appoints another Neeraj Kumar. अगर वो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके इतने कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ कह रहे हैं मैं रिजाइन नहीं करने वाला, तो इसका मतलब उनको सिग्नल मिले ऊपर से। उनके आका, पॉलिटिकल आका उनको शेयर दे रहे हैं कि आप रिजाइन नहीं करेंगे, आप सुरक्षित हैं, आप अपना पैसा कमा के हमें बेचते रहिए।
दिल्ली के अंदर महिलाओं का बलात्कार होता है और हम अखबार में पढ़ते हैं मंत्रियों की सिक्योरिटी बढ़ा दी गई। अरे बलात्कार उस बच्ची का हुआ, बलात्कार आम आदमी का, और मंत्रियों की सिक्योरिटी बढ़ा दी गई। मंत्रियों का इससे क्या लेना देना? आम आदमी की सिक्योरिटी बढ़ा। एक अच्छा गृह मंत्री चाहिए देश को, एक अच्छा पुलिस कमिश्नर, ईमानदार पुलिस कमिश्नर, जो एक आम आदमी की भावना को समझे, उसकी तकलीफ को समझे। सरकार की नीयत खराब है। सरकार को ऐसा पुलिस कमिश्नर चाहिए जो उनके ऑपोजिशन पार्टी वालों को फ्रेम करे, जो आम आदमी पार्टी के वर्कर्स के ऊपर झूठे मुकदमे लगाए। ऐसा पुलिस कमिश्नर चाहिए।
At the end of the press conference, journalists tried to grill Kejriwal on his latest allegations and his future strategy. We talked to some of his followers to find out the ground reality.
Vibhav is a strong supporter of the Aam Aadmi Party. What do you make of this press conference?
चुनाव तो होते ही रहे, चुनाव नहीं थे उसके पहले भी हम यही कर रहे थे, चुनाव है तो भी हम यही कर रहे हैं।
As the Aam Aadmi Party continues to adopt a disruptive strategy in its politics, and BJP looks to regain its hold in the state, Congress is unfazed, says the opposition is raising non-issues.
Primarily the responsibilities of a state government, which is providing 24-hour electricity, which is adequate water, which is good roads, which is transport, which is related with environment, which is related with schooling, which is related with health. The core, issues of a state government. Not a single one is coming up as an election issue today. If there is no issue, you will obviously, take up these extraneous issues like a power bill here or there.
But you
that's
talk
one
about
thing. The performance of the Delhi government is something that not only we, but the opposition is also acknowledging, and therefore they are trying to, muddy the picture a little bit by some other issues. And therefore, I'm sure once the agenda of what Delhi government did, and we go to the people with our achievements, I'm very, very sure that it will be a smooth election for the Congress.
Sheila Dikshit, Delhi's Chief Minister for 3 terms, political incumbent since 1998. Sheila and her party have enjoyed absolute supremacy in Delhi Assembly, crushing the opposition. Her stronghold on urban vote of Delhi has primarily been on the development plank. We caught up with Harvinder Singh Lovely, one of Sheila Dikshit's most loyal and trusted lieutenants, presently the Education Minister.
Lovelyji, what I noticed in this constituency area of yours is a lot of posters by the Aam Aadmi Party, Kejriwal being showcased. They are of course contesting for elections. They would want to cut into the votes of the Congress. A lower middle class society is their vote bank, it appears. Do you think they would be able to be successful?
In democracy, everybody has a right to contest, so we can't stop them. And I don't think there is any threat. If he thinks he is a very big leader, I invite him to contest in Gandhinagar.
But they have been attacking you, they have been asking, demanding
See, when we are in power, everybody will attack us. And everybody in democracy has a right to attack sitting government. We don't mind that. And as far as posters are concerned, I have been minister for 15 years and I have lot of support in the area. I am not able to put so many posters because I don't have that money to put so many posters. Somebody needs to ask them also from where the money is coming for these posters.
Congress hasn't really responded to Kejriwal's demands, why?
I don't see, it's not the demand. We are answerable to even smallest and smallest of citizens of Delhi. We are answerable to them. As a citizen, if they will ask us something, we are answerable to them. But if they want to do politics on every issue, though, they are not worth even answering.
Sheila Dikshit has been a known face. She's been the Chief Minister 3 consecutive terms. The BJP officially maybe has not announced a candidate yet, but it appears it could be Mr. Vijay Goyal. It appears that BJP is ready with a new national BJP president also. The question is, what if BJP comes out with a very strong face? Could it be in comparison to Ms. Sheila Dikshit?
See, BJP doesn't have a strong face at national level. So how do you expect them to have a strong face at Delhi level? Congress have much more stronger base and much more stronger leadership as far as Delhi is concerned.
The BJP, however, refutes Congress's claims. With 6 months to go for the big battle, their strategy is to oppose everything within and outside the control of the present political dispensation.
गृह मंत्रालय कांग्रेस की सरकार के नीचे आता है, दिल्ली में कांग्रेस की सरकार है। ये जनता को बेवकूफ बनाने की बात है। ये सिर्फ अपने बचाव के लिए कह रहे हैं, अपनी जिम्मेदारी से पल्ला झाड़। ये मशाल जुलूस का क्या मतलब है? संकेत है कि भाई आप हटिए पद से, नौजवान आ रहे हैं अपना सियासत खाली करना।
लेकिन आज की दिल्ली की पॉलिटिक्स से बहुत बदल गई है। चाहे आप इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल्स के बारे में बात करें या आप इन रेप विक्टिम्स के बारे में बात करें, आप जितनी बार आप कहते हैं कि दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट शुड डू एनीथिंग, शीला दीक्षित से कि दिल्ली पुलिस इज नॉट अंडर कंट्रोल, दिल्ली पुलिस हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं है। हाउ डू यू रिएक्ट टू दिस? आप इस पे क्या कहते हैं?
मुझे कई बार ना बड़ा आश्चर्य होता है जब पढ़े लिखे लोग और मुख्यमंत्री शीला दीक्षित ऐसे कहती हैं कि उनके अधिकार में नहीं है। उनसे पूछिए, जब वो वोट मांगने गए थे तब उन्होंने कहा था कि मैं महिलाओं को सुरक्षा नहीं दे पाऊंगी, आप मुझे वोट दीजिए क्योंकि दिल्ली पुलिस मेरे पास नहीं है। दिल्ली पुलिस कांग्रेस की केंद्र सरकार के पास है और कांग्रेस की ही सरकार दिल्ली में है। क्या शीला दीक्षित जी प्रधानमंत्री के पास नहीं जाती, गृह मंत्री के पास नहीं जाती? उन्हीं की पार्टी के वो लोग मंत्री हैं। तो ये कह देना, जब पुलिस कमिश्नर की नियुक्ति होती है तो उसकी नियुक्ति गृह मंत्री मुख्यमंत्री से बात करके करते हैं और मुख्यमंत्री विधानसभा में भी बाकायदा पुलिस कमिश्नर और पुलिस के अधिकारियों को बुलाती रहती हैं। क्योंकि अब अपहरण और बलात्कार के मामले बहुत बढ़ गए हैं, तो अपनी जिम्मेदारी से पल्ला झाड़ने का सबसे आसान तरीका ये है कि जनता को ये कह दिया जाए कि पुलिस हमारे पास नहीं है।
Crime against women is once again the talking point in the capital. Nirbhaya case saw people's anger on the streets. 4 months later, Gudiya case once again brought people to the streets. Now Aam Aadmi Party seems to slowly hijack the protests. We asked some straight questions to Arvind Kejriwal.
Criticism is that you were rather late in jumping into the fray as far as 16 December that incident is concerned. You came into the fray about 3 or 4 days later, and this time around the criticism is that you jumped on the opportunity. Do you treat this as like a political opportunity?
No, I don't think. We are not into opportunism. This is what I disagree with. I admitted when you said, yes, we are in politics, but we are not into opportunism. In 16th December case, the case came to light before the country. Media took it up. People came on the streets. And we came on the streets as ordinary people. We did not wear our caps. We just came on the streets as ordinary people because it was a duty to be on the street.
Why are you wearing those caps
right.
now?
This time, this is a case that right from the beginning, it was pursued by Aam Aadmi Party. When the country was
but that's like taking ownership. Taking ownership of a social issue.
No, so let me ask you, when Times Now does an exclusive on a corruption issue, why do you say exclusive? Why don't you share? Just one second, let me complete. Why don't you share that CD with all the TV channels? Why are you carrying an ID with you? What is wrong? We are proud of this cap. Anyone who wears this cap, if you have talked to some of our volunteers, when they have to smoke a cigarette, they actually take off the cap. That is the respect they have.
Okay, a lot of people might disagree with that assessment because many would feel that you are trying to brand yourself. You are trying to build an image ahead of the Delhi election.
It's not just about branding. It is about creating a moral politics and ethical politics in this country. It is about creating a separate kind of politics. And this has already started happening. Why don't you understand?
Okay.
When I was sitting on 15 days fast, not a single political party was able to criticize us. They just don't know how to react. They have not seen this kind of politics. They were into politics of money. They were into politics of muscle power. And they thought that this is how they can handle it. Now they just don't know how to react to our kind of politics.
Okay. You would be contesting the Delhi elections, which are due in November or December. Many people say it's going to be a keen contest. It is going to be a three-way contest. First of all, do you think people of Delhi will vote for you?
That is for the people to decide.
No, but what is your assessment as a political party?
That is for the people to decide. If they decide to vote for us, we are there. If they decide not to vote for us, we can carry on our struggle.
Okay, let me frame another question. Why do you think the people of Delhi will vote for the Aam Aadmi Party?
If the people of Delhi want a change in the politics, if the people of Delhi want to clean the politics, if the people of Delhi want an honest politics, they'll vote for us. If the people of Delhi are happy with Congress and BJP style of politics, they will not vote for us.
The fight is down to 3 protagonists. The usual challengers are heading towards a strong political contest. A new player in the fray has added an element of uncertainty. A few months to the polls, will the incumbent be entrusted with a record 4th win? Or is this the end of the dream run?